Okay, what is up, my fellow sackers? I have the top 8 deck list for TGS Chicago Monthly number 14. Fancy Diesel, good online player. He's topped quite a bit online. He got it all with, took it all down with Vayu Turbo, ended up taking home 2 Ultimate Dandelions. I think this is the second time Vayu Turbo has ever won a TGS Monthly, surprisingly. And it's also the second time Vayu Turbo is the most represented deck. I think more recently, Vayu Turbo has been the most played deck in tournaments. It used to always be Blackwing, but I think Vayu Turbo is now overtaking it. I think in the most recent format library tournament, Vayu Turbo was the most played deck. And I can't remember what other tournament I saw Vayu Turbo was the most played deck, but yeah, I think Vayu Turbo, regardless, is becoming more and more popular. And then if you ever need to know when the next Chicago TGS Monthly is, conveniently, if you follow their Facebook page, they've actually listed all the monthlies for the rest of the year. So yeah, just follow their Facebook page. Like this one was the one for the Ultimate Dandelions that I'm going over right now. But yeah, so the meta is kind of skewing towards Vayu, but also I think Hero Frog is making a comeback. We see 6 Hero Frog players here, being the 3rd most represented deck. Machina, I think, being the 4th most represented deck also makes sense to me. Surprisingly, E-Hero Fusion was one of the more popular decks. Only 3 of them, but it's that like polymerization, fusion recovery, Sparkman, Blade Edge deck that did well for that oversized Bionic in Euro, in some Euro tournament, and then a bunch of miscellaneous decks that you can see here. Yeah, there. Speaking of the Hero Fusion deck, just random side story. Someone asked me, if you activate Future Fusion and there's already a polymerization in the graveyard, can you activate Fusion Recovery on that polymerization that is in the graveyard and one of the materials that you just sent for Future Fusion? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like, I don't know these random obscure rulings. That's someone take that. I don't know. If someone could let me know that ruling, that'd be great. But yeah, so Vayu won it all, and then we can see the top 8 breakdown here. Very good, very good, well-diverse top 8 in my opinion. Yeah, so I guess we'll just get started. So starting off, I have Christiasorn by Corey. So I think it's a pretty standard Christiasorn list. Besides, there's like a random Debris Dragon. Looking at it now, I think a lot of these ratios are the same as Alex Chen's when he topped, or won, I'm sorry, with Christiasorn. I think Alex is playing that Herald of Creation card. But a lot of these other ratios look really, really similar. Like Call the Haunted, I think you have to play if you're playing Christiasorn, in my opinion. Like Call the Haunting Christia is just literally like a win con. And then looking at the side deck, I think most of this is also the same as Alex's. I don't know what would be. I think Alex was playing like Imperial Ironwall, and maybe he's playing Bomblesses instead. But I think everything else is actually really, really similar. And then the extra deck, since he's playing this random Debris Dragon, like I guess you can bring back Shire with Debris Dragon. Like, what are the targets here? Card Trooper, Shire, Raikou. Can you bring back Herald? You can, but why would you? Yeah, actually, wait. Are there only like 2 targets? 3 targets, I guess. 3. Yeah. Okay, that's kind of weird. But yeah, but because he's playing that Debris Dragon, he is playing Iron Chain and Trident Dragon. So I don't know if he ever summoned it. I'd be surprised. I think he milled it on stream, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it's Christiasorn. I think this deck is very underrated. It just needs to figure out how to get past the early turns. And if this deck starts rolling, it's so good. Like, dude, it plays the 2 best boss monsters in the game, in my opinion. So yeah, good stuff to Corey on getting 8th. Next we have Jason Chef Taku. He top 8 with Gigavice. I think this is Gigavice's first top in Chicago. There aren't normally many people playing it. It's normally like 1 or 2 per monthly, but this is his first time. His build is pretty standard besides the trap lineup. I think normally it's just like these 6 with like the discard trap being either a 3rd Wind Blast or a damage condenser. Or I don't know if they normally play Dust Shield or not. I'd have to check. Not sure. There's only 1 Gold Sark. He is also playing a Cyber Dragon. So there's actually, yeah, maybe there's a few different cards in here that we normally don't see. 2 Copy Plants, the new standard, I think. I feel like I haven't seen a list do well. Actually, I haven't seen many Gigavice lists do well in general, I'm not going to lie. But Copy Plant, 2 Copy Plant is what I expect being the standard going forward. And then the side deck's just a bunch of generic good cards, and it's got the cool autonomous action unit. So Yeah, good stuff to Jason. He lost to Carter in top eight. I can't remember why, but Carter was playing Blackwing, and I feel like that's one of Giga's tougher matchups. So yeah, good stuff to Jason. Next we have Gary on Pure Frog Monarch. So he's playing 10 freaking. He's even playing freaking Zaborg. Uh, yeah, 10 Monarchs, 1 Dupe Frog. I guess he's limiting his deck dev targets, and then 3 Soul Exchange, double Econ, creature swap. Yeah, this is probably, in my opinion, like the most straightforward deck in Edison. You dump a Treeborn in the graveyard and just summon a Monarch every turn. I do like that he's playing triple Legacy of Yada. Not only does this bait for Gores, but if you ever set Legacy, everyone thinks it's Raigeki Break, because it's like you can only set it in a position where, like if you set a back row into an open board, everyone will think that is Raigeki Break, and if you don't like set your own back row into Raigeki Break, or you don't summon a monster because you want to lock their Treeborn, and you pass, and then they activate Legacy of Yagarasu anyway, draw a card, get to bring back Treeborn anyway, you're just cooked. So I do like that. Also, a lot of times if you know you're playing against frogs and they set one, like you just have to MST Heavy Storm, because you're like, when else am I going to get value off this MST or Heavy? So yeah, I do like Legacy. He's not playing Torrential, which I think is weird. I don't know why you wouldn't play Torrential in this deck. I think Torrential's broken. Like, people are going to go in as hell against you, and you just want to blow up their board. And then the side deck, I think up to, let's see, the first 11 cards I agree with, and then the last 4 or 5, or sorry, yeah, first 11 I agree with, and then the last 4, I mean, this is just a meta call for sure. Soul Release against Christiasaur, Lightsworn decks, really good, and then triple Swallow Flip against GBs, screw GBs, probably his worst nightmare. I will say though, on stream he did end up playing the Christiasaur player, I think second to last round of Swiss. He lost, and he activated Soul Release, and the guy had like 9 names. So he couldn't banish enough names for JD, which is crazy. I've never seen that happen. But yeah, I think this is Gary's first top, so yeah, good stuff to Gary. And then next, in the last 5th to 8th place deck, Chai T, everyone knows Chai. He's playing Blackwings, of course. Man's doing really well, consistent as heck. I think this is really close to his normal list, except he's playing 2 deck Devi now. I think he was playing a 3rd draw trap before. Could be totally wrong and just making this up, but it's Blackwing. He lost in top 8 to Rick. It was, if you watch that match, Chai definitely outplayed Rick, and then Rick drew back-to-back Brain Control. Well, first Chai dropped Dark Armed, and then Rick dropped Gores for no reason, and then Chai blew up. So Rick literally has no cards in hand, I think. And then Rick drew Brain Control on Dark Armed, of course, like literally rip Brain Control, and then next turn rips Allure, and then blinds Allure into a Dark and Burial, which is just like crazy. But yeah, so Chai lost to that. But yeah, other than that, good stuff to Chai. Like, everyone knows Chai is really, really good at Blackwing, and if you ever sitting across from the table from him, better be ready. Okay, going to the top 4, we have Rick. I think Rick topped last monthly too. I think he got top 4 last monthly too with Vayu. He's kind of deviated from his list a little bit. Like, I know he wasn't maining double deck Devi. I think he was playing. No, I don't think he was ever playing Charge, actually. No. I don't think he was playing double deck Devi before though. But other than that, looks pretty standard. I mean, it's pretty much like every Vayu looks the same, but I always just compare it to the Sizzle 41. So he's pretty much just cut a Charge for a Solemn and then took out Chaos Orc. And then the side deck is also really similar. It's like standard. Like, I'm just gonna assume Sizzle 41 standard. So everything in the side deck is normal except 2 rugs. So it looks like he took out Vortex, and I don't even know what this card is. Can't remember. Someone help me. I can't remember. I don't even know my own deck anymore. Took out Vortex. Can't remember the last card. Dude, I actually can't freaking remember. That card must not be important. It's in before it's like a broken ass card. But yeah, so because I was gonna say Rick was playing Starlight Road and My Body as a shield before. I know he really liked those cards. Like, when he got top 3 at Nats with Vayu, he was playing My Body and Starlight Road, and he said those cards were really, really good for him. So I'm kind of surprised to see him take it out. But yeah, anyway, Rick's a beast, so good stuff to Rick. And then the other top 4, Carter. Did Carter get top 4 last time too? Or was it the tournament before? I don't know. I'm pretty sure Carter got top 4 pretty recently. It's either the tournament, the monthly before, the monthly right before that. But he was also on Blackwing. He was playing really well. I think his list is pretty much the same as it was last time, except I'm pretty sure he mained a Book. And I think he took out Book for Dark Illusion. I don't think he was maining Dark Illusion. And then his side deck, everything looks pretty normal. Like we've seen the mind control Raikou thing. Everyone's seen that by now. He's playing a system down over the second Cyber Dragon. I personally don't agree with that, but I know a lot of Blackwing players are like scarred by Machina, and they just want to make sure their Machina matchup is very good. So makes sense to me. Good stuff to Carter. Okay, so this is probably a list everyone wants to see. Second place deck, Machina Hero. So we featured Koopa round 2 on stream. We featured Koopa top 4 and then finals. So we just had this guy cooking all day. This deck, like, he piloted it. 1, he piloted it amazing, but 2, the deck just like worked for him. So when you look at this deck, you're just like, how does this deck make any sense? Because there's really not that many synergies besides like Prisma sending Submarine Roid, which isn't really even that much of a synergy. But I don't know, like somehow the deck just kept working for him. And then the more I look at it, the more I like it, because I'm a big fan of +1s. Who isn't? So like you have 3 Gear Frame +1, you have Strauss +1, you have Crystal Seer being a digging tool, because when I thought about it, I'm like, one of the problems with the deck is you need waters, and it's hard to see Miracle Fusion. So this kind of solves both, which is crazy. And it's like, besides Submarine Roid, the only card, or I guess Ocean as well. Oh, actually, there's Prodigy. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deck Debbie targets. So people aren't really going to be keeping a deck Debbie against you anyway. So that's another thing. So this deck just like kind of pluses. This Crystal Seer also adds an element of like a extra starter, because even though you do have like these 4, I guess, Rhoda and E-Collar starters, 5, 6, Future Fusion kind of a starter 7, you still want more, obviously, and that just like Crystal Seer kind of fixes the deck in my head. Like obviously it's a bad card in Dashura, right? It's not like you're gonna be winning games off Seer, but I think Seer does address a lot of the issues. Kind of, it feels like it's the glue. So, and then if you ever get to flip Seer into Caius, that's just like bleh, bleh, disgusting. But yeah, if you haven't watched his matches, I would highly recommend going to the stream and trying to find his matches. They were a blast to watch. And I'm not gonna lie, even though Fancy does deserve to win, Koopa, in my opinion, also deserved to win. Koopa was actually completely in control of Game 3 until Fancy ripped Heavy. And then it got out of control. But no, this deck looked insane. Like, he made this deck look unreal. Every card ended up being used. Like, I'm just going to keep blazing him. Where I don't know, like, even Starlight Trapstun had great moments. And then his side deck, I think, is really just, you know, a bunch of good cards into the field. I like Line Prison. You're not playing any lights. Master Restrict is, you know, everyone's playing Master Restrict nowadays. And yeah, like, I don't know. It just looked great. It looked great. Really excited to see what more people can do, and if people do end up taking this deck and refining it. Because I don't know, Fortress and Zero are just when your boss monster floats, it's just freaking ridiculous. When your whole deck floats, it's just freaking ridiculous. So yeah, great stuff to Koopa. Okay, and then first place. So this is Fancy's first place deck. He literally told me it's just the Sizzle 41, but he cut the Hamster to make it 40. And then his side deck is literally the same thing, except he cut third Grepher for an Icarus attack, which actually did really well for him. If you want to check out his tournament report, he actually uploaded a video. I'll have the link to his video in the description of how he won. He just started a channel. I don't know how seriously he's taking it. It's just for fun, I think, for him. But he did start a channel, and I like his videos. Like, it's another one that I was part of. But yeah, I don't know. Value Turbo is just really good in the hands of someone who knows how to play fundamental Yu-Gi-Oh! And Fancy, being a GOAT player, has fundamental Yu-Gi-Oh! So great stuff. So the next TGS monthly is... I forgot when it is. I should know. One sec. Finding it. I'm finding it. Conveniently, I'm showing off how to find their events. So, events in TGS number 15. Here we go. Oh my god, it's gonna be for a freaking Dark Arm Dragon? That's crazy! TGS Monthly number 15 is for an Ulti Dark Arm, June 14th. Wow, that's awesome. It'll be streamed. 91 player cap as usual. Oh, it's Father's Day weekend. Okay, but yeah, that'll be awesome. So if you're definitely if you're in the area or thinking of ever going to one, this is definitely a good one to go to. Yeah, hope to see you guys next time. Peace.